Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you are doing great. The truck passed inspection without any issues. In today's video I'm going to show you how to install these Recaro seats in any T3 Vanagon T25 without a welder or any cutting on the vehicle. The old seats are removed. As you can see, they are not in the best shape, but that doesn't matter. The only thing we need is on the bottom of this, and this is the seat we are going to install. It's a Recaro Ergomed SAB or SAB or something like that. It has seat heating and ventilation. Some fans are mounted in the backrest and the bottom to keep your butt cool, and this is electric. You can adjust the tightness of these pieces, also the back support, and it can lean back and forth. There are these runners which connect this part to this pivot up here that came with the seat. I purchased it locally, and let me take these off of it. We need that to do some measuring. If you don't have these, no issues, just use a flat piece of steel, roughly 30 millimeters wide and maybe 5 millimeters thick. You can also use them because these parts that stick down will fit in the runners of the T3, but these are just there to keep these two connected with each other, that they don't move independently. I have one of those seats already in the shop, so let's get in and start cutting. All we have to do now is remove the 4 bolts on each corner and remove the bottom. And also there are some bolts over here on either side, and there is a weld over here that I have to cut because probably there is a stripped out screw. There is this rod, you just have to pull it out. There is this side. Now we just have to wiggle out this rod, which is woven underneath all of that. It's probably much easier just to cut all this out and remove it, or just remove the handle and you can twist this out like so. There you have it. That can go in the bin, and all we need is these pieces, and there should be 2 of those springs underneath the seat base. This spring, which sits like this and pushes down on this lever. Let's just try and cut this off right down here somewhere. Both sides, of course. We just need the runners of the seat. And we just need to drill out this hole over here, the last one on the back, and the middle one here at the front, to accept this seat raiser from the Recaro seat to this 8mm bolt. You don't have to use these. You can also use thicker ones, or just replace it by with a 4mm thick, 30mm wide flat piece of steel. This helps to tie together the movable seat brackets on the Recaro seats, and also capture these springs. So now that we have our old seat runners, we can measure the distance, which is 43.4 and 43.6 at the back, so they are not really even. So from the factory they were mounted like this. Here you can see the cutting marks. They are a little bit stepped out. Not sure if you can see it, but this runner is much closer to the center point than this side of the runner. A wider part is on the outside, but we are going to flip it to put it on the inside, so the left side goes on the right and the right on the left. And if I measure the width of the mounting holes on the Recaro seats, they are 405 millimeters wide, and the factory seats are 390 millimeters. So by flipping over the side pieces from right to left and left to right, with the help of the offset of these brackets, we are going to mount it something like this. Then the runners, I will be using the factory Recaro screws, but they are 8.8, so you can go to the hardware store and just buy some screws if you need them. And as I mentioned, there is the spring that keeps this bar pushed down so it locks into place. You have to put it something like that. And I will be using, as you can see, the middle holes in the factory brackets because they are just the right distance. You can maybe drill them out one size bigger if you need it, but I think they will be just right. So the width of the runner from outer edge to outer edge is 44, and the factory ones is a little bit narrower from that edge to this edge where the runner sits, and the seat base is 44 centimeters, so it's a little bit tighter than the factory one by about 5 millimeters, but we'll try it. So I ran some wires from the battery, that is of course switched with a relay and also fused, but do your own research because I don't want to get involved in burning down your van. In my case, these run the seat heating as well as the electric motors. If you don't have these things, of course you don't have to wire it up. These suckers are heavy with all the modern stuff in them. But you can see the spacing is right. It's in on both sides. On the seat you have those two wires, which are of course brown and red, and that's where the whole system gets the 12 volt from. I don't know what this lever is, but let's connect it up and try it. Oh, everything is plugged in. Let's turn the ignition on. Ooh. The fans are working. goes down and also up. And there's a little compressor in here, not sure if you can hear it. Which adjusts the lumbar support. There are some air cushions in it. I don't know if the heating works because it's hot already. And this is how it looks with both seats installed. If you find this video useful, just hit the like and leave a comment down below. I really appreciate all the input and comments. Yes, of course, I have a big hole in there, but that's not a problem. It's just a work truck. But this is it for this video, so thank you guys for watching and see you soon. Bye.